Real life street stars. We in here with Sauce Walka Peso. What's going down? Yeah, man.
Sauce Knight in the building.
Yeah, man. Sauce.
Yeah,
Sauce Knight,
man.
Sauce Prince, Sauce Farrakhan, Sauce Luther King, Sauce Phillips. You know what I'm saying? Sauce Schwarzenegger. You know what I'm saying? All that shit. The kid that did KID, the DID. You know what I'm talking about? This era Pimp C, this era DJ Screw, this era Superman of Texas. You know what I'm saying? Man, you got Peso here.
Hardest essay ever.
Hardest essay ever.
Hardest essay ever, man.
Free South Park, Michigan.
Free South Park, Michigan, man. Peso. Yeah.
Really, man. This
How
a
this young nigga in
Texas
Texas?
affair. Before we get into this interview, man, shout out to Bun B, OG. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Had a little situation at his house. You can't play with a nigga family member at all. You know what I'm saying? So let's get into
shit.
it, man. Give them a little history about yourself, man. You know what I'm saying? Give the people a little, let them know who you is. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, well, kind of my history and my past kind of precedes itself, but you know what I mean.
Of course.
I'm that little nigga from Houston, Texas, that with the big ass voice and the big ass following and everything I say, I do. You know what I'm saying? Whatever I say, whatever I stand on is felt by the world. I made an impact on this world with a culture and a learning curve and the change in the current of not just Texas music, but the face of music as a whole. You know what I mean? Like, we started this sauce and the drip and the splash thing about 6-7 years ago. For us, it's like as far as like a musical lifestyle, but we all know like the history about Texas been dripping since the 90s and the early 80s from Dallas to Houston to Fort Worth, you know what I'm saying? So you feel me? Like this, and I feel like, that was another one of the things that I'm really known and recognized for is like being the voice and being the representative and the person that's gonna, speak on the heritage and the culture of Texas as a whole, and how we had these southern saucies in Fort Worth and these screwed up cliques that was been dripping and been speaking on this culture that I made into the prominent culture of hip hop today, you know what I'm saying? Independent, no record labels, no funding, no backing, you know what I'm saying? Just all us, you know what I'm saying? To yourself, independent.
Man, do you ever feel like you out there on the island, man? Because you really do be standing up on some Texas shit, bro. And it be like, I feel like you like one of the only niggas that really be on that. Like, it seem like don't nobody backdoor you and jump in and be like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, I'd be lying if I didn't say I feel like that at times, but at the end of the day, it's like I'm not a person that, I don't do what I do for other people. I do what I do because that's what I believe in and that's what I stand on. I'm a man of integrity. I'm a man of belief. So with that, of what I believe in. So with that being said, it's like I'm a person that I was a real fan of and a real student of the whole culture of Texas and like the embodiment of how Dallas had the swag and the flavor and Houston always had the screw and just the culture of Texas, from the women to the jewelry to the hairstyles, the cars, the different type of, music that we created, that created the DSRs from the screwed up freestyles and all that type of shit. Like, I'm a person that always identified with all these things. Like, I never was a person that let, like, that little bullshit ass feud that Houston and Dallas had amongst niggas in the penitentiary and all that shit, and you run into, I've been to the penitentiary, so it's like, I was a nigga that was down there on different units, bridging the gaps between Houston and Dallas when niggas trying to fight over football games and stupid ass shit.
And we ain't even in the same league.
Right, you know what I'm saying? That shit could be so serious over nothing, you know what I'm saying? Once I watch people that in a regular circumstance and situation, you might have a 4-4 and a 4 deuce. In the free world, y'all going against each other on some Dallas shit, or y'all, but in the penitentiary, they gonna rock to a certain extent, you know what I'm saying? If it becomes a Houston and Dallas thing, and that shit was just like, that was so weird and poisonous to me. Like, you go to New York or you go to fucking California, San Quentin prison, or it don't matter if it don't matter what part of California you from California, and you represent what we represent, we tied in. And the feds or however it goes. So I feel like that was just like I guess it was just nobody felt the need to say something about it, or nobody wanted to take the responsibility to do it and really bridge the gap with like people from Dallas and like bring us together. So like that was a big thing for me that I wanted to do. And along with that is knowing and identifying the history and where we come from and like what gave us the opportunity to be where we is right now through the people like the Twisted Blacks and the Big Chiefs and all of the Texas legends from my city, you know what I'm saying? Houston, the little Kikis, the little Flips, Screwed Up, Quick Switch Houses, all that shit, you know what I'm saying? I'm a person that's well-rounded. There's a lot of people in Houston don't even know about Big Chiefs and motherfucking Twisted Blacks and all that type of shit. I know about all of that. So in my opinion, I feel like ain't nobody gonna learn or feel like it's a need to represent or say something for Texas if people lead by example. Motherfucker ain't gonna fight for you till they say you fight for yourself. So I feel like even if motherfuckers scared to jump out there and stand on it the way we do, y'all still see it and recognize it, and y'all gotta respect it and identify it. You know what I'm saying? So eventually, that's gonna spark the mind or spark the creativity or spark the courage in the next young nigga or the future person to come out of Texas to actually have the vision to see the difference between people showing you love and people like trying to use the opportunity of where you from, because people that's where you from not taking advantage of the opportunity of it. You know what I'm saying? Like prime example, this interview, this whole little situation and everything, y'all setting up, y'all creating content, y'all creating platforms, y'all creating opportunity for artists in Texas and people, not just artists, people that do anything. Y'all could do people that starting up clothing lines, people that starting up restaurants, people that starting up law practices, whatever, just all different type of black independent enterprise that come out of Texas. So much talent and so much money that's thriving throughout this state that people in our state that's from here, we are the biggest consumers and the biggest fans of this entertainment, but we don't always want to put the work and the needed necessary networking and the shit that it takes to really bring this shit together and start making the money that we spending on other people for the same entertainment that they getting from us. That's just the dumbest shit in the world to me. That never made no sense to me. Cause the white people that's millions and millions of dollars and millionaires, they not dumb like that. I put it to you like this. I'm from Houston, y'all from Dallas. How many times have the Super Bowl and the All-Star game been in Houston and Dallas? I'm 28 years old. I don't know how old y'all is. I'm just speaking on my age. I know it's not common that in the first 20-some odd years of someone's life that the Super Bowl and the NBA All-Star game hits their city 3 to 4 times. Right. For some people, that's a once-in-a-lifetime experience. For some people, that's a once-in-a-30-year experience. For Texas, Houston, and Dallas, we see that shit every 5-6 years, bro. You know what I'm saying? You don't understand the demographic and the money behind that. You don't understand, like, I'm not saying y'all don't, but I'm saying, like, people as a whole. That's a flaw to me. That's a defect. To me, that's the gap that's holding back Texas as a whole from being billion and multi-millionaires amongst the entire black or it ain't even just about black people, just the entire entertainment self-sufficient community. Other people that's from California, from Atlanta, Georgia, Louisiana, they all realize this. Lil Boosie, all these people like that, they know better. They see that. They see how rich our land is and how much opportunity is here, but we got all the shit. We're spoiled at the same time. If you from Dallas, you kind of spoiled. You from Houston, you kind of spoiled, because it's like we from the country, we from the South, but at the same time, we the biggest thing in the South. We is the South. This is the bottom of the map. This is Southern Hollywood of the real South, though. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, it's like, that kind of blinds and cripple people too, because shit, motherfucker be ready to say, well shit, Beyonce from down here or whatever, so forth. And they be so ready to just thrive off of that, not understanding that the world go off current events. The world go off what's going on Instagram, what's going on every day, what's whatever the reoccurring current events is. SPM, that man doing 40 years. It's all our greatest legends and like the greatest people that represent. Like before Yellow Beezy, like Dallas went, it was a huge gap before the Yellow Bees and the Trap Boy Freddy's and people like that that came and really stand up. Even with what DeRoe did, not to take nothing from him because he did some great shit too. It made history for Texas too. But it's that gap. Houston went through that same gap. From Kurt Cobain and all them other people that came out like right before, like 5-6 years before us, the Texas went through a huge ass gap where motherfuckers in California going platinum off the Dougie. That's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. That don't make no sense. But before you be mad at everybody else, before we can point fingers and people from out of town and have opinions to be fucked up with them, you gotta be fucked up with our own first. Because I put it to you like this. One of the main reasons why I fuck with Dallas and I love Dallas so much because when Houston and when the Sauce and TSL, like when we created like the Sauce lifestyle and this whole movement and this way of living, like Dallas really embraced it and respected it, and whenever it was questioned or brought up to Dallas, they that's what that is. But as a whole though, when it comes to like my city, in the beginning, yes, but when it gets to a point to where it's like, okay, now you still somebody that I went to school with or I know you from the past or whatever the reason that I feel connected to you as being a Houstonian or a Dallas person that knows someone else that reached a certain level of stardom, especially when you did some shit like we did and there's the whole movement and lifestyle that come behind it. But when they get to that point, people get, I don't know if it's a black thing or a Texas thing or whatever it is. I know everybody go through that shit, but people get to a point where they feel like, I don't want to give someone the salute or the credibility or the representation or the honor of what they created culture-wise for my state or for my city if it makes me a dick rider, if it makes me a fan, or if it makes me, when in actuality though.
Hey, can you break down what is dick riding in your opinion?
Oh man, that's a whole long ass conversation that I don't even want to get. You feel me? I don't even want to get. Not saying I won't speak on it. I just don't want to get too far off of the point that I was making of the subject. But that is one of the biggest flaws and the biggest defects in our whole musical system is that people don't want to give the next man his credit or his just due for the hard work that he put in or for the rapport and the response of what you done. But when you go right outside of your state lines, they respect you and appreciate everything you doing and wish they had. And one of the biggest problems about Texas with that is that, okay, I don't know if y'all been around the industry enough, but if you've been around the industry and you meet other people from other cities and other states, as a Texas artist, it's gonna be all Texas, anything, any type of marketing. The first thing someone else from a different city gonna tell the person from Texas, bro, you from Texas, bro? That's damn, y'all state big as hell. That's millions and millions of people. You can go platinum right there in Texas, bro. You can have a whole rap career. Y'all can do everything. You can go do a whole tour of 15, 30 cities inside of Texas and never leave, which in actuality is true. But at the end of the day, being from these powerful hubs that holds 5 million people apiece, when you speak of Houston and Dallas, if the powers that be, which is the interviewers, the radio, the club promoters, people gotta understand, all the people got power now, DJs, everybody play their position. I'm an artist that understand that. I can understand certain artists don't respect these people and understand how important they are to the environment and to the cycle of the music industry that we all involved in. I understand that. But I'm not one of them artists and my team not. But it's a certain job, it's a certain duty, it's a certain responsibility that the people that take these jobs in these offices or just in these different positions that's not necessarily the artist, but you gotta understand, what do you think the Puff Daddies and the L.A. Reeds and the Quincy Joneses, what do you think these people get all their millions and all of their connections and all their power from? They get all this power from discovering talent, creating platforms for talent, putting talent from where they from originally and wherever their hub is. Everybody got a hub. Every company store got a flagship store. Your flagship store is your hub store where you generate and figure out all your first shit at, and then you send it out from that beginning point, like the Pentagon or some shit. So with all that being said, people gotta realize if the party promoters in Texas will respect the artists in Texas that's really worth these 30s and 40s and $50,000s, like they'd be so quick to pay an artist from out of town. They got the same amount of views we got, same amount of fans we got, same amount of radio spins we got in a lot of cases and scenarios. I'm not just speaking on myself, just period. It's been a bunch of artists that didn't reach the level of respect and stardom to where they should be getting full radio spin, full radio rotation on these local town radios. They should be getting booked at these concerts and these shows for a respectable price. You can't expect, it's like telling the nigga stop selling crack, but you don't want to give them a job. At the end of the day, if a person has accumulated the force to get 200,000-300,000 followers on Instagram, they working hard, they consistent, they doing whatever for their city, they get a million, some whatever views, and they decide to get their little punk ass $10,000 a show. You don't understand that you know how these people get these Rolling Loud festivals and all that shit in Miami. This be starting from a group of 4-5 white boys that get high and say, fuck it, we gonna put Lil Pump we gonna book all the little hottest niggas from Florida first. Lil Pump, XXXTentacion, blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. Then Lil Uzi Vert. We gonna put all y'all from here and make the entire state of Florida come to Miami for this weekend. And boom, and then from that point right there, after we got the hometown speed, I put it to you like this, you think you can have a motherfucking NFL going and people from Dallas just come watch every fucking game at the fucking arena of other teams? It's not the Dallas Cowboys? That don't make, like, what sense does that make if the entire season you just gotta support football? Like, we don't even understand that a person from fucking Las Vegas or North Carolina, like, or a weird ass place that don't have the blessing to have a football team, a baseball team, and you know what I'm saying? They gotta. You ever seen a nigga with a college tatted on his arm, bro? Imagine what type of life he living. 9 times out of 10, he from a country ass place, bro. If a nigga got the Sooners or some shit tatted on his arm, bro. You feel me? Like, that's a lot of money and revenue and opportunity that they don't have that we are spoiled with. So with that being said, if the people that's making the billions and millions of dollars understand that we can't have the Dallas Mavericks or the Houston Rockets without a thing called home games, when we don't try to put why do you think we want home field advantage in the playoffs? So we can make the most money at the Dallas motherfucking stadium, at the what is the Airline Arena, whatever the fuck. We want to make the most money during the playoffs with dirt in the home season games on playoffs. Because why? Everybody from Dallas we finna win the championship. We got action. We gotta go and spend. I gotta buy 7 jerseys. I gotta try to get my son a shoe when he walk out the door and get thrown on the side. Yeah, because it's an opportunity and it's an indirect spectrum of hope for hometown credibility and bragging rights. That's more important than anything in society, bro. For sure. That's why they rolled with 6ix9ine all the way down to the point to where the man told. They didn't give a damn what that man did.
Still tried.
And they still trying to, you feel me?
It ain't gonna work.
That's
nah,
cool,
it's gonna work.
But that's the fact of the matter that we speaking on, we gotta give our own that same amount of support. And we gotta recognize our own. People gotta stop feeling this, whatever this little, I don't even know what to call it, bro. Like this sense of entitlement of, because I'm from where you from and you made it further than me, I'll be a fan of you behind closed doors or not on Instagram when I'm being judged or people sharing their opinion on me fucking with you. I might listen to your car. I might listen to your music in the car with nobody looking and give you a couple extra views, but where it really count, I'ma only listen as a person from Dallas or a person from Houston on a larger scale after now. And when you ain't got no money though, understand the difference. When you ain't got no money and you barely making it and you barely trying to get through there, and it's more or less like, well, he ain't got no jury yet, he ain't got no cars, he ain't got no followers, ain't no girls on his dick like that, he just make nice music. Yeah, I wanna see him make it, Soon as a nigga start making it and living good and balling and shit, it's like, fuck that hoe ass nigga. I went to Kimbo with him, he really, I nigga. You know what I'm saying? Nigga get to doing all of that.
Nigga to hate.
If people could keep that same level of support and recognition behind the artists out of Texas, it's not just about the rappers, bro. It's a cycle.
Yeah.
It's just like basketball, bro. Gatorade make money off basketball. I keep referring to sports because that's like one of the best This game is just like it's the same shit, bro.
I've seen you show people like campaign stuff. I saw you post him. That was actually a video we shot. That's how we gotta like. Damn, that's crazy. I seen a lot of people on your page.
That's what made me jam campaign. Whenever I seen he did a song Walk, a video, I went and jammed that video he did in the studio.
Yeah,
we be jamming that hoe. I swear to God.
Yeah,
but like,
you screwed the chop
Walka Feature ain't no recoup for the
Walka
team.
Feature ain't the coup for the team. Rebel J act like they play with them things.
Yeah.
Shout out campaign.
Nah, but bro, people from your own city, bro, they don't want to see you make it because they want them to shine. Like they want to be the motherfucking king of the city. Like this shit crazy, bro.
Nah,
Man, I don't know what this shit. I know what it is, but at the same time,
It's just hate. You know what I'm saying?
no, it's a fear, bro. It's a fear of the next man being greater than you in the city that you from and that you live in, and you feeling like I gotta ride around and I know I might see this nigga at the mall, or when I go to the barbershop and get my hair cut, everybody talking about this, man. And I don't want to be the nigga in the room like, hey, yo, the nigga is doing this thing. Woo. Them niggas dick riding all on that nigga Trap Boy Freddy dick, cause you got that live ass motherfucking chain and best shag in the motherfucking city with the big diamonds on it. That shit gay, bro.
Nah, for real, bro.
Trap Boy Freddy, that nigga doing this shit, nigga, bang his music. Like, I'm not saying to not be fans of people from other places, but you gotta understand, don't expect to get no money. You are what you eat, you get in what you put out. Don't expect to get no real money or respect or opportunity out of this cycle if you not a part of the cycle, if you not a part of the harvest, if you not a part of the work ethic and the networking and the helping of each other that all artists that people gotta do amongst each other in the city to make a platform and make, you know what I'm saying, make a stage where people actually have a want to watch this shit. Cause at the end of the day, people wanna know why TSF made it so long. I'm 6-7 years in the game. Why? Because it's not just about Sauce Walker, bro.
I wanted to make that point. I've been following your career for a long time. I've noticed that everybody that ever comes around you, if they're around you from a long period of time, and I've watched the progression of people you bring around me, it only takes about 3 or 4 months before they actually look like you look. And I've always wondered, like, cause you see niggas with a lot of money, big ass chains, they get more chains, their partner get broker, but you never have more than the nigga next to you. Y'all always have the same amount. What is your mind frame? How did y'all set that up? How do y'all make that work as a team? And y'all are the biggest team that I've seen stay connected. Like, you still cool with Sosa. Y'all not beefing. Like,
I can answer that question for you.
Yeah.
He motivates the fuck out of us, bro. I swear to God, bro. Like, that's really what it is. Like, shit.
And I teach him.
And he puts us in position to get so much money. Like, shit, when you having so much money, shit, ain't.
Man, give me a sample of like the motivational speak. He come, oh wait, get on your shit.
Nah, that's
I ain't even get that. Come on, son, give it to us, man.
That's more or less when I'm just getting on the world ass or just, you know what I'm saying? But nah, this shit I really be teaching. I'm really about enlightening the people around me, the people that I fuck with, that I trust like that. And at the end of the day, one of the most important things about anything in life, any form of business, any form of relationships is presentation, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Presentation and conversation is what rules the nation. So I make sure, you know what I'm saying, all the niggas around me, we like a mirror. We gotta be a reflection of each other. It can't be I'm dripping and he not dripping, but we all talking about some dripping. That's not what we represent.
It ain't gonna make sense.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody gotta have a drip. Everybody gotta understand the capabilities and the powers and the skill and opportunity you have once you connected with me. Like, 'cause everybody around me is chosen. So once you chosen, nigga, it's a certain level of skill and potential I already see in you. Now we just gotta focus and harness and guide that shit and show you ways to use what you already got to develop yourself greater and make money and then do music and shit. It is.
Nah, definitely. I was gonna say, you touched on one thing as far as just with Texas in general, especially Dallas, as far as the presentation. A lot of artists don't look like superstars out of Texas or Dallas, you know, just from the get-go. When you came out, you know what I'm saying, yourself, you know, you stepped out on a pedestal. It was like, damn, this nigga different. He's grabbing my attention no matter, you know, before the music even get there, he's already got my attention.
Right.
You know, Peso's walking here, he looked like an artist that's on. You know, I had to ask him, where you from? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, cause you like an artist that's on. Everybody that's in the camp look like an artist that's on. Do you feel like
We is on.
Yeah, I'm saying we are
No, I'm
on.
saying
We
when
on.
I say look, I mean like
And this ain't
jumping
no-
out, jumping
and
out
I-
the gate,
and
jumping
I-
out the gate. Like I'm trying to,
and
I go back looking, I see like from the jump,
Yeah,
Jump, man.
real shit.
ready. You know what I'm saying? Like
for- and
at
for-
that level.
shit.
And for the viewers watching, this ain't no fake it to make it either. Like this, everything is all
I'm
official.
very serious and hard on niggas about that shit. No fake jewelry, no fake clothes,
Hey,
no
bro.
fake nothing.
Hey, bro, we spend
No fake
we
nothing,
spending
man.
real money,
Real
real
money.
money. Like I spent
money.
over $250,000 2018. Like real
go.
money.
There you go.
As a baby.
Speaking of, I gotta
I
ask
got
you.
young, you feel me? But you gotta understand though, I put it to you like this, bro.
Yeah.
What Fortune 500 company, what business, what realtor, what architect and builder starts a business without having a budget and a foundation and a push? You understand? The only difference between us and the others is that I encourage and I teach young dudes around me about self-investment and taking advantage of every opportunity, every dollar you get, and where to use it and how to use it and where to spend your money on self. The best investment in anything is investing in yourself. So you gotta understand, some people gotta go get money from banks, some people go get loans, some people go sign to older dudes who been to the NFL, the NBA, or baseball, or drug dealing, whatever they had to do to get money, and then they go sign their life away or they go sign for a couple dollars in the chain or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And people don't realize the only thing about that is that gives the people, I can't say for every city, cause like Atlanta, they all good. They love that shit. They cool with that shit. You can have a big homie that give you 2 chains and a rap career, some money, and they gonna love you to death. It's not like that where I'm from. If you got a big homie in Houston, and everybody know he was rich, and you rapping about a bunch of street shit, some rich shit, and selling drugs, or if you rapping about some shit that got anything to do with some money, and some jewelry, and some street shit, and everybody know who your big homie is in real life, they're gonna discredit that from your rap career. They're gonna discredit that from your manhood and what you really did or who you really supposed to be. Not saying that that's not who you are, but that's like steroids.
Real.
I'm not. Real. That's a blessing though for those who can find situations like that. For more power to you, but at the end of the day, that don't change the reality and the opinions of others. And the opinions of the internet is crucial and harsh and realistic. So at the end of the day, it's like shit. One of my main goals and focus with all of my artists and all my niggas in the South shit is more or less yeah, I'm your big brother, I'm a big homie and all that shit. But the moment I fuck with you, bro, and I choose you to be a part of this South shit and this family, bro, you a big homie now. You a big brother now. You have to learn how to motherfucking lead and teach others around you and get people into positive situations through music or whatever it may be to protect yourself and protect others and create a continuous platform and avenue for greatness and success. If you hang around a bunch of bullshit, if I just be rich and I teach every nigga around me a bunch of bullshit and I bird feed them and spoon and all that shit instead of showing them how to do this shit, that's how you turn your motherfucking dogs to wolves. That's how you turn your friends into enemies and people who looking at your plate with hunger and jealousy and drool coming out their mouth instead of looking at your plate and being happy about the meal that you eating because they already over eating and full and happy too. And everybody, it's Thanksgiving. It's a different feeling when everybody eating at the table than when, you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Shit show.
Facts. That's saucism for you, man. I gotta ask you, personally, man, Miami.
Mm-hmm.
Man.
I love him.
Yeah.
I naturally just spent the cool 100.
I
almost spent the 100. I spent by 60 and made 200.
Oh, see?
Oh yeah, I made some money out there. Don't please.
Please
don't think it was just no foolery and coolery. Don't think I was just out there fucking all my money on vacation. That was a vacation.
Hey, and Lost Splash, and
I
got them
fuck with
back.
real niggas in Miami though. I fuck with real niggas. I love them niggas out there, bro. Miami, Fort Lauderdale, man. Salute to all my Zoes from Miami and Fort Lauderdale, man, on Sauce, man. Y'all know what it is, man. Z-way, the P-way to the B-way. Ooh,
Nah,
On
for real.
Starz, man.
I see.
Starz Squad, Fetty Millionaires, nigga. Shout out to my nigga Rich Fetty. But yeah, I fuck with real niggas in Miami, man. I love Miami. That's the lifestyle meant for me. You know what I'm saying?
It look like. Hey, I seen you deep sea dive.
Yeah, I deep sea dive. One of my chains fell in the water, but we got that boy back.
I'm telling you.
Hey, now check this out. This is how you know a nigga getting real money, like how you said. I came, and that's another thing too, I ain't really just getting onto like that, but like you said, I came in the rap game really looking like something.
That's what I'm talking about.
From the first day I came in with a good $50,000 worth of jewelry and rose gold. I'm the first rapper of this generation to wear rose gold, to have rose gold and pink diamonds and white diamonds and not be signed to no record deal, no record label, no backing, no funding, distribution deal, none of that. And you know what I'm saying? And be a young artist and be I'm like Birdman and Master P in this shit right now. It's a lot more. I don't get it like I'm on no old conceited cocky shit like I feel like it's done. No, I'm evolving and leveling up to the next challenge and the next step and level, and I'm not afraid of it. But you know what I'm saying? But on that Miami shit, like, yeah, I wish like Austin, Texas is about the closest thing. Houston got that lifestyle. Houston and Dallas, we both got the supreme nightlife, but I'm saying when you mix that water with it, that shit is just like something else. Nah, for real, bro. Just imagine, bro, bro, I'm down there, bro. Listen, my nigga, just imagine, imagine even though Keystone Polk is not a nice neighborhood, we just gonna imagine it is. Okay, I know, salute the Keystone Polk. I know that's naturally the hood and there's real niggas over there getting their business on, respect, but I'm just trying to create a map for y'all so y'all can see how amazing Miami is. My nigga, you can naturally you can be at your house in Keystone Polk, bro. Because in Miami, every house that live on the water, every house that's on this water lifestyle, they not all millionaires. Like, they not all rich. They got regular Commonwealth type people that get these nice ass, like not nice houses. They got condos on the water, bro, where your backyard to your condo, your townhouse, nigga. You can have a townhouse connected to the water. You walk in the back, go out the townhouse to the water. So with that being said, imagine like you can get on your jet ski from your backyard in Keystone Polk and ride all the way to Velvet Taco, park your jet ski from Keystone Polk, all jet ski, you and your baby mama, all jet ski from Keystone Polk to Velvet Taco, park the jet ski, get you some Velvet Tacos, go to the Galleria, park the jet ski in North Dallas or wherever the Galleria is, go shopping, put it in the front of the jet ski, open up the front, put your little couple bags in the front of that bitch, they gon' be dry, the jet ski gon' fly. Put that motherfucker up in there, naturally go to the other side of North Dallas, smoke a blunt with Lil Pookie and Ray Ray, get back on the jet ski and go back to Keystone Polk before the sundown, man. All water, man. All water. Ooh, what? That's Grand Theft Auto. I need that. Well, shit, nigga do too much foolishness and nigga bullshit and stress to not be able to enjoy his life like that for the hard work that nigga put in, bro. I met Lil Boosie in the middle of the ocean on the jet skis. He coming from the mansions I was riding and staying in for the weeks, bro. I spent a good $60,000 on this whole little 2-week shit. The nigga Boosie was staying in the Fountain Blue where Club live at. That's how you know that nigga rich. You ain't even supposed to take the jet skis he had here, 3 of them hoes. You not even supposed to take them jet skis from that area, bro. Yeah, bro, you away. He's in South Beach, ridden regular jet skis like off the coastline, like on some, you know what I'm saying? Like this, like some kid, like they not kid jet skis, but this some shit like you ride around this little circle where these little boobies at, and you bring your ass back here in 2 hours or 30 minutes, or your ass getting fined. Boosie must have naturally went throw them people all the money, because my nigga was naturally way in North Miami with me, and I'm on the way to Fort Lauderdale when I meet up with him. He take me, Lil Tootie, and whoever else was with Boosie. This man took me to DJ Khaled house on the jet skis, bro. Like, that shit was amazing. Khaled was out of town at the time, but he just took me, this Khaled house right here, that's his maid right there up there cleaning up or whatever. I'm finna, hey, y'all, Boosie. The shit show.
You got any advice for like someone that's trying to be like a trendsetter? Cause you know you done invented everything, bro. So we just want to know any advice, like you know what I'm saying?
For me, cause I ain't gonna lie, bro. One of the honest things I can say about being a trendsetter.
Shit really gotta be natural, bro. Too.
Hell nah, I ain't. I mean, yeah, for shit. So, cause my shit always natural, but I'ma say this is like, cause it's some people mistakenly make trends. You know what I'm saying? And that would be the natural part about it. But then some people like, even though everything about my lifestyle and my sauce is natural, like I'm a very woke, open person. I'm very visionary. So I got a lot of foresight. So like with us, from the colors that we represent, each separately, individual sauce artists, and standing on that, like the heat with the Mexican colors, me, pink, Sancho, pink, breaking holes, dripping sauce, Sancho, red, Suwu, bloody, same shit. Like, it's all this different shit. Payday with the purple, the royalty, all this shit that just represent us, to the hell being different from everybody, like, and standing on that shit, getting our hair braided, but at the same time not having dreadlocks or doing shit that other people do, still having braids and fades, like what Texas and Houston culture and Dallas culture known for, fly ass fades and long ass hair braids and shit like this, Slim Thugs and Chameleonaires to like the what's my nigga from South Dallas, home of the killers, Big Tuck, my nigga Big Tuck, home of the killers, home of the G's, Southside Gorillas, like braids, like all that type of shit. It's been in our culture, but at the end of the day, it's like people get away from so much shit on some, not even saying on some fan shit. People be just trying to find themselves, I guess, bro. So when you create something and you want to be a trendsetter, bro, I always have a meaning behind whatever you create. Whatever you trending or you creating, like, make sure that when the next person pick it up and when they start saying it, that whoever, because what you gotta realize, even though you might be the person that make up a trend and create something, you might not be the person that take your trend and take what you created to the next person. But if you put the history and you put the meaning behind whatever this trend is that you said or whatever that you created, and you put some branding behind it, the meaning is gonna follow the trend and the meaning is gonna lead it back to you. You know what I'm saying? Because regardless of how big and how vast and how great something is, people still gonna always wanna know the origin. You know what I'm saying? People always wanna know the history. People wanna know what made Michael Jackson Michael Jackson. So if you're gonna be somebody that's gonna create, understand that people gonna bite your creations, people gonna follow your creations, but understand that everything that you do create, like live by, like if you planning on implementing it in your life and into the world, live by what you create and have meaning behind what you create, so it don't be just nothing that's empty. Because when something is in this you create is empty, somebody else will fit it in with the shit that you didn't fit it in and run off and make millions or run off, even if they can't fulfill what you did, just the simple fact that you leave any void. A motherfucker will take your creation and go run off with it and just go do it. Or even if they don't run off with it, just to sabotage it, to try to be a part of it and they not representing it properly. Because for us, that would be what it be about us. We don't never be mad about other people dripping or saying sauce. Our shit just be about when people say the shit and represent the shit improperly, bro. Like, you can't, if you a blood, you don't wear blue bandanas. If we fuck with Crystal, salute. It's R.I.P. Nipsey Hussle. It's real. It's a real amendment coming between black men and the communities of gangbanging and shit and the lives that's lost over this shit right now, where brothers coming together. I got all type of real live Crips certified that's in the South that I love to death. It's not about that, but it's still a certain level of code and respect and honor and integrity as a man. Somebody that's a Q5Q is not finna wear Kappa colors and Kappa shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, certain shit, it's just certain levels of respect. If you from, it's like hood hopping, all that type of shit, like, it's just certain shit that you just not supposed to do as a man. And it's a certain level of respect that you supposed to have for yourself and your craft or for whatever you got going on as a man. So I think it's like, when we created this South shit, like how you just asked me about when you make up something new and you create something and you set a trend, how do you follow up with your trend, or how do you keep control of your trend, or how do you keep creating it after you feel like you created one thing and it didn't work out yet or whatever. When you do this or you going through that and it do work, or even when it don't work and somebody else try to take what didn't work for you and try to make it something else or whatever it may be, not even that it's gonna bother you, but what matters the most and what you have to do, what have to be done is you have to let the people in the world that's receiving this new information that you didn't want them to receive it that way, or this is watching your creation but not respect it. This like somebody trying to find out about Dallas history or something, but they saying all the names of the neighborhoods and the streets wrong. They call it Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, or whatever it may be. If a motherfucker say Martin Luther King and Malcolm X is on the north side of Dallas, everybody in Dallas is gonna go in the uproar because that don't make fucking sense. You throwing out a whole history and timeline of what this place means to us. You fucking up what the fairgrounds means to us. Regardless of whatever you trying to put on this wilderness program to make your money, this shit still means something from where it was created and where it was originated for us. So with that being said, dripping is never meant to be made look weak, like a sissy, a trick, giving money away to girls, or like you know what I'm saying, like somebody that just like how dudes be out here having 6 and 7 baby mamas,
feminine
and
ass
wearing
shit.
purses and dressing like women, dresses. Like, nah, we don't dripping don't represent that. You can't be hot. You can't be dripping if you on child support for 5 different girls, and you in a strip club throwing your little trap money on different girls every weekend. That's not dripping, bro. That's the opposite of dripping. So the problem for us is when somebody be trying to represent our culture and what we created and what we embodied that really means something to us, and try to make it something else just to make it about like it's solely about clothes, or it's solely about the way you dress. You watering it down. You watering the drip down. Sauce that's water. That's water drip. You talking about this is sauce. Sauce is thicker than water, bro.
I have to bring this up since you
really
going
is.
now. Since you going now, I gotta bring it up.
Wait, I ain't never seen a nigga cap on a nigga 2 minutes after the song was done, bro. That's legendary, bro.
Yeah, Young Thug, man. How did this situation get started with this online back and forth? Well, I ain't gonna say back and forth, but you know, I guess the little bullshit that's online with it.
I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Like, to be honest with you, that shit ain't even nothing deep. Like, man, look here, bro. That shit ain't even nothing I even care about to speak about like that for the simple fact of this right here. I'm not them.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, I'm really not them, bro. Like, whatever anybody ever faced or dealt with in life, or like, you know what I'm saying? I'm somebody that, like, I really went through a Leonidas 300 gladiator type of time in my city, like, you know, and then had to go to the penitentiary the same way. So it's like, what I believe in and what I represent and I love, nigga, that mean a lot to me, bro. Like, you feel me? I'm a person that I don't want to be in your lane. I don't want to be in your way. I don't want to be in your business. I want to be in my lane and my way and my business. That's why I came out about dripping, splashing, and high fashion and asking for some cash, and while everybody else was rapping about trapping and scrapping and robbing and whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, dawg, at the end of the day, Thug he done shouted me out on songs and all that shit in the past. He done told the world that I'm the drip god, I'm dripping like I'm from Texas, ooh-wee, and all of that. He done admitted that. That's fake. So it's more or less about the fact of, bro, Thug should have stayed out my way, bro. Period, bro. That's all it is to it. Ain't no it's respect among both sides, man, is man, but I'm a real loud bull train, and it's really like that coming behind me all around Texas, all around the world. Like, at the end of the day, if I, like what you said about me going in on a nigga ass for 2 minutes, going in, find a motherfucker up after the diss after the diss record, you know what I'm saying? Roasting a nigga, man. I'm talking about got his ass on the motherfuckers. I'm talking about put his motherfucking ass on the skillet and roasting him. Bad than the motherfucker. Like if that wasn't directed towards you, bro, you should have stayed out of there. The same way, you know what I'm saying? Like nigga feel whatever they feel when whatever, like motherfuckers show me love and fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? I go buy the Versace shoes in the store, do my thing, 2 Chainz show me love, salute 2 Chainz, number love to 2 Chainz, Versace and all of that. But you know what I'm saying? It's more or less like, bro, at the end of the day, motherfuckers just should leave me alone, leave us alone, bro, I promise you. Cause we childish and a nigga gon' go to the furthest extent.
We ain't going for no hoe shit.
And a nigga not going for no hoe shit and no,
None of that
you know what
hoe
I'm saying?
shit.
So at the end of the day, it's like, bro, niggas came out and had their own shit going on. If I have a conversation with you and we develop a certain level of respect amongst men, then it's supposed to be that. But if the people, if me and another group of niggas make an understanding amongst each other as men, with Peso, that's represent my label and represent my brand, go on the internet and go on interviews and go on other places and go completely against the understanding that me and you are supposed to have. And now it's left on me as a other behalf of that understanding or that agreement to put some type of discipline or some type of correction on my circle and my behalf of the people that fuck with me. Cause I got a certain level of respect or relationship with these other people. It's called peace treaties and trade lines or whatever the fuck, whatever you want to call it. That's what created America. What created America was 13 colonies connected with a whole bunch of other pieces of land and created 51 states. So with that being said, if somebody not gonna respect and honor that law and respect and honor us on the same level of celebrities and artistry and our blood, sweat, and tears of what we put into this rap game and our fans, like, and the people that love us and love our state and our culture, then shit, we gonna make them up, we gonna make them respect. We gonna make them understand that. For shit show.
So how did y'all link up, Peso?
Yeah, just coming to Houston and shit, you know what I'm saying? Come to the studio and shit, you feel me? Just shit, he hearing about me and shit, you know what I'm saying? Networking and shit. Hell yeah, and I ended up getting a feature from him, you know what I'm saying? And shit, we've been rocking ever since.
And the drip etiquette, you know, like Sauce was saying, it goes beyond clothes. When the drip etiquette came, was that literally like you talking about clothing, or were you on the same shit as far as just the lifestyle, as far as the movement?
You know, drip etiquette like shit. I don't know shit. I was just dripping hard on that song, so shit. By dripping that etiquette.
Nah, he talking about real life.
I'm just talking about the whole lifestyle, you feel me? Yeah, it ain't even had nothing to do with no clothes.
So, nah, but really what happened, you know what I'm saying, is more or less like, Peso, when he first came around this, Peso was already making noise in Texas and but he from Galveston and Texas City. Like we call that shit the island.
I'm from Texas.
You from Galveston County, bro. Y'all say G County. So
I ain't from Galveston.
Well, stop saying G County then and just say Texas City.
Nah, I'm from G County, but we ain't from Galveston.
That's that brotherly love right there, brother.
Oh, nah, I don't put no corners on mine.
Like,
for real.
I don't put no corners on my little brother. But nah.
As I tell a nigga from Fort Worth, he from Arlington.
Ooh, that hurt. Hey, hold on. Do Fort Worth got his own county though? Or do y'all share a county with them?
They share Arlington.
They share county.
They share Turner County. Okay, so So people in Arlington and Fort Worth are both from Tarrant County. Okay, and so do they both claim Tarrant County?
Nobody claims Tarrant County.
Difference. Both of y'all claim G County.
Right.
Exactly. Nobody says I'm from no fucking Harris County. I'm from Houston, fucking county.
Right. See, G County, we just always, G County is such a popular thing because it's small.
Once again, if you do not want to be connected to Galveston, then stop saying G County.
No, bro.
You can't stop saying G County, then it got to do with, then the island is a part of it.
If you get a felony,
Yeah.
County jail.
Huh?
If you get a felony, you gotta go to Galveston County jail.
Yeah, bro.
Like, city you from, so it's, everybody else, like G County is a popular.
You go to jail there. What are we talking about here?
Good, bro. Texas City don't got nothing to do with Galveston, bro. Texas City don't got nothing to do with Galveston.
Right, my nigga is from the Biddy, bro. That's what they call it, bro. He from Texas City, bro, and they take
It's
this
a
shit
whole
very
water
serious.
it's a whole water divided in between that shit. Water. I fuck with Galveston though. I fuck with Galveston.
But with that all being
I
said,
got a lot of niggas from Galveston. I'm getting real money in Galveston too. I'm from Texas City strictly. Never did one day in school in Galveston. Texas City.
well, so we don't get placed all deep into the G County and South Texas, the South Texas politics. He's from Texas City, bro. Texas City, Texas, outside of Houston, Texas.
The reason why I be pressing that is because a lot of people say I think I'm from Houston, Galveston. Like I want, like whenever you think of motherfucking Trap Boy Freddy, you think of Oak Cliff. Whenever you think of South Walker, you think of South Park. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit. Whenever a nigga think of me, I want a nigga to think of Texas City. You feel me? The bottom. You know what I'm saying?
He from Texas City. My nigga from
For all the
Texas City,
bloggers,
dog.
and this, cause we on camera, so they really go for all the bloggers. You feel me?
Right. He not from Houston. He from Texas
Is that
City,
right?
outside of Houston. Right by Galveston
Houston,
Island.
my second home.
So everybody know, right by Moody Towers and Slitterbun.
So
But on the drip side though, my nigga, he already had some drip, know what I'm saying? He had the essay drip but he wasn't like the average essay with some money out the streets and a Versace belt and a polo shirt. No, he was a little more advanced. He was, you know what I'm saying? He was on that young shit. But you know what I'm saying? And I seen it in him and I seen the hunger. And like he said, he came and got a feature from Sosa Man, and then he came and, you know what I'm saying, came with me. And like I never ever, like I did features with millions of niggas that spend money with me or like come fuck with my family and like get around us, but I never felt the urge or like the want to sign a nigga off the strength of that and me meeting you like, cause I didn't meet him off that. I met bro before that shit, like floating around in different studios and in different like clubs and like shit in Houston. I wouldn't expect to see his ass at, bro. Like he really in the trenches or he like really in certain clubs or in certain like studios. It's like dangerous. Like this studio right here dangerous as fuck. So like I be catching him down there where he sticked up, he doing his little thing, and then when I see his Instagram, he dripping and he representing the drip. Like he loved the drip and it had nothing to, it wasn't for no, he wasn't doing it for me to see it or feel no type of way, you know what I'm saying? Like it was just genuine, you know what I'm saying? So when I really started like paying attention to how much the nigga was working and he came to us on some, you know what I'm saying? So, hey, bro, I want to get a feature. I feel like, damn, I don't even really want this nigga money no more. Like, I want to get this nigga his money back some type of way. So I feel like the way to do that was to sign him and make him rich. And shit, that's really what I did.
Real
bro,
talk.
I ain't gonna lie, fam. I always want to know. Did you really whoop a nigga for a piece of a brownie? I've been wanting to know.
I done whooped the niggas for all type of shit in jail. I done whooped the nigga over toilet tissue in jail before. Man, I beat up somebody in jail over sleeping with the toilet tissue. Like on some, like he was trying to police the toilet tissue in the dorm type shit. Like you gotta come knock at his bunk to get the toilet tissue to go take a shit type shit. Like boy, who the fuck you think you is, nigga? I don't know. But I done had to squabble over a bunch of shit in jail, bro. All type of miscellaneous stupid shit in the free world, bro. For real.
Real quick before we touch on, definitely music. I want to ask you because you mentioned R.P. Nipsey. seeing probably yourself and Nipsey, you know what I'm saying, entrepreneurship, ownership, seeing what you're doing. What'd you learn from his either life or death? You know what I'm saying? Did you learn anything from that situation?
Honestly, bro, I learned a lot. Out of all the things that I learned out this situation, I won't speak on the mob, but what I would speak on is this. I'll say, for number one, never get too comfortable. Never get too comfortable, and never get too. Never put. This not for the world. This for like my personal opinion. As far as when you achieve a certain level of status, power, and duty to give back to your community in which you came from. Never get too embodied into that to where you forget your past or believe that your past will still not precede you in your new future. Like, if you was once a gangbanger and now you becoming a president, or not say a president, let's just say like a humanitarian and a politician, you a mayor or something like that, you can't feel like that other people from the walks of life that you came from, being that we from the hood, we from the ghetto, we from poverty, we from ignorance and crazy shit, you can't feel like that the past is not gonna wanna take you down and tear you down and take you out of those positions in that, or what you doing to try to help and build this same community that's taking you down. You can't never let your guard down while you helping them. Even when you helping, you gotta still have your guard up and be defensive. And that's fucked up. But it's to the point to where, like with me, I had to realize in my mind, even with me being a celebrity, and I feel this certain level of entitlement to my fans and the people that love me. Like, if y'all taking y'all time out y'all day or whatever y'all got going on, to even if you're an adult and your kid is a fan of me and some of the stuff I rap about or some of the stuff I do, you might not necessarily condone for your child to listen to that or do what I'm doing, but at the same time, the fact that you are allowing them to do it, for the fact that the love that they have for me and the positivity that you do see in me as an artist outside of the music, I feel a certain level of entitlement to when I meet these people and they want a picture or they want a small moment with me. I never like belittle people. I don't belittle my fans, or I don't like shush them and not take pictures with them. Even if it's like 100 people I gotta take pictures with, 9.5 times out of 10, so I was gonna take pictures with everybody before I leave. Or I'm gonna try to each one and teach one and tell everybody something and like empowerment and strengthening or like enlightening or whatever the fuck I can do. Even if I just give everybody in the room $100 or $20 or whatever, I try my best to like give back or not be Hollywood to these people. But you can't get so caught up into that you feel like other people around you is respecting the fact that you're being a good Samaritan and they still don't want to do bad to you while they feel like you vulnerable. A grimy, fucked up in the mind motherfucker feel like the best time to kill you or rob you is when you holding your child or holding someone else's child, taking a picture, and that's sadness, or sleeping in your home with your wife or whatever. That's sad, that's fucked up, but that's most of the time when people like that act. So that made me realize that, and it also made me realize shit, life, not even the fact that life is short, it just, life is bigger, and is way more important and way more deep and way more detailed than the average person and the average want to accept it to be. And I feel like Nipsey Hussle's death kind of really opened up a lot of people's eyes to that, made a lot of people start thinking on a different wavelength than they usually would think on. I feel like that whole situation kind of made people just question a lot of things in life that they usually wouldn't question. And I feel like, you know, all of that different type of shit is just, you know what I'm saying, just shit for me. And at the end of the day, in life, before death, whatever you gonna die for, or when you do die, you know what I'm saying, what's left over from your legacy, or making sure that you really solidify and lock in the greatest, not even achievements, but just plans that you feel like you have that you want to set out for your legacy. Take advantage and take the most time that you can to do it while you can do it, because shit, even the people that seem invincible or seem like they not gonna die, eventually gonna have to go. So shit, you gotta take advantage.
Now, you've changed a lot over the years. You come from, like you said, you had a Leonidas background. You come from the gang culture. You know, you were gang related in the past. Fast forward to now, you're doing different things. You're moving differently. You carry yourself differently. Do you still feel like maybe you might have to pay for things that you've done in the past or situations that you've lived in the past, or do you think that you pretty much passed it?
What I would say is this: to live in a world, and especially to live in a world of abundance, a world of success, a world of triumph, success, to feel like those things are gonna come without contest, without hatred, repercussion, or even the fact of if you come from a lifestyle to where you and other people have done things to each other, and it's a certain level of evenness of the evil and the hatred or the wrong done towards either side, if one of the other sides come out on top, to feel like that these same people are not gonna develop a higher level of hatred for you or for me, or a high level of, cause it ain't even always about jealousy and envy. For some people, it's just the simple fact of I feel like I can't live my life and move forward knowing that this nigga Sauce Walka's on top of the world right now. And at some point in time in my life, I had some type of misunderstanding or discrepancy with him. For me to ever feel like that don't exist or that's not impossible is to be a fool.
Man.
So I for shit show. That's why I just always make sure I'm prepared. Preparation always prepares you for the operation.
Amen. Man, we gotta close this thing out, man. You done dropped a lot of good game, a lot of jewels, man. Man, we just want to salute you. We thank you for coming, man. We thank both of y'all for coming. Peso, we definitely got to get you back in here because I know you got a bigger story, man. So we definitely want you to come back in here, man. Shit. We just salute both of y'all, man. We love everything we do.
Man, that's what it's all about. Peso, Rizzo, Sauce Gohan, Gucci P.
Sauce Brazy too, bro.
Sauce Brazy. I got a
Hey,
whole
we all dropping that video, fool.
A legion of bad artists, man. I ain't gonna lie, you know, I should organize, so you feel me? We really just want to show people that we working and shit and showing people that's coming, but right now it's Peso time, so
Amen.
I ain't really, you know what I'm saying? Like other artists from TSF dropping, but right now predominantly we worried about Gucci P and Peso and Rizzo, so I try not to. We brothers and we all got a very well understanding about, you know what I'm saying, our demographic and our layout, so my brothers, like all that old self-hatred and competition amongst each other, like I'ma iron that shit out all day long. Like we gonna punch that shit out, we gonna argue, whatever we gotta do, play video games, push ups, whatever the fuck it gotta be, it's gonna get understood. It ain't gonna be no secrets or no stabbing behind each other back or none of that. I raise kings and gods and men. That ain't the only shit around me. So with that being said, motherfuckers understand as king shit, sometimes it's time for other kingdoms and other legions to go on the forefront. And then through them going on the forefront or whatever they achieve, you as an alliance to that king, now your kingdom come. And now we a whole dynasty. And that's why, speaking of Leonidas in 300, that's why he died. He lost because it was only y'all and the Spartans versus a nation of kings and different leaders of different warriors.
Amen.
So that's what we is, you know what I'm saying? So when it's them niggas time, it's them niggas time. It's about Peso right now. The hardest Mexican ever, hardest essay ever, hardest, he really
hardest essay ever.
He damn near the hardest rapper ever right now.
Yeah, hottest in Texas, man.
Hottest in Texas, man. You know
hottest
what I'm talking about?
in Texas,
No
man.
deal. That's one thing about TSF. Every nigga in TSF gonna touch well over $1 million before they ever touch a record deal. We gonna get our deals and our endorsements from Sprites and the Coca-Colas and whoever else want to do business with us. I don't give a damn if it's Max Air Fan Company. We don't give a damn if it's JoJo's Barbecue. You know what I'm saying? We into those type of business relationships and contracts with anything in the music industry. We got it ourselves, cause shit, we got our own funding. We fund it, baby.
Amen.
TSL, we
Real life
Rich.
street stars.
we rich.
Sure.
TSL business
Love
for
that,
real.
man. So, hey, man, R.I.P. Danny Boy, free my nigga Mike D from Fofo. You know what I'm talking about? Salute to Trap Boy Freddy. Salute to my motherfucking nigga Yellow Beezy. Salute to my nigga all my niggas from that goon side, from the Steel Clip. Salute to the whole motherfucking Fort Worth, you know what I'm saying? Yayo, Lil Ronnie, you know what I'm saying? All my niggas from Hood fame. Salute to CJ, salute to Bugatti, salute to, fuck what they talking about. Them my little brothers, you know what I'm saying? I be right in the middle of this shit, so you feel me? This is our family with me. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna make sure.
I love all them niggas for real.
Shit, so I love all them niggas. We do everything we can to make it not get like that. You know what I'm saying? We gonna represent this. I look at us like a team. Like I look at this shit like nigga, like
All them niggas on my tape.
I feel me. I look at this shit like nigga. I don't know, like on some NBA shit. Like I keep saying that shit. Like even I feel like we in the same conference, bro. Like I got like we all represent Texas, bro. So you know what I'm saying? As a culture and as a sound, like we all gotta be in position. We all gotta look good, and we all gotta support each other. You know what I'm saying? As much as we can, because you know what I'm saying. People from our hometowns and people from our backyards need to realize it's okay and it's dope and it's live and it's lit and all that other bullshit y'all like copying and saying out for other people. It's sauce and it's stowed in the motherfucker to be from where you're from, bro. It's people that wish they was from Texas, bro, are from these same motherfucking states. These same Miamis and these New Yorks and these Californias. I meet these people every day, bro. They wish they was from Houston. They wish they can walk outside. We been seeing this Instagram shit. That shit, majority of the Instagram models with 1 million followers and big booties, asses, and titties is natural. They from Houston and Dallas. Y'all don't know that?
Yeah.
You know how many? You know you can go walk at Walmart and see a Miracle Watson, a Lyra Galore, and you know what I mean. And these is beautiful women. Not to discredit them at all, but the bus driver in Houston, Texas, is built like them. Way before the plastic surgery wave hit, you know what I'm saying? Like we're born into these women that got faces like Alicia Keys, but bodies like Serena Williams, or Venus Williams, whichever the sister is. You know what I'm saying? That shit regular to us, and I just feel like I hate the fact that people from Texas don't have the vision and the understanding to realize how much of our everyday life and our everyday culture, our everyday backyard shit that we do indirectly and unconsciously, the world takes it and packages it and makes it into something to be sold and something to be consumed and grass that make money off of it. And we can't do this shit right here in Texas. Whether it's drink clothes that represent the drink culture, the hairstyle shit, the candy paints on the cars, the dances that we make from the Dougie, the D-Town swag, the fucking
South Side,
the South Side, the Whoa dance right now. The whole world doing the Whoa, the whole world doing that shit, and that shit started in Houston and Dallas, and like it's way more artists that's making money and getting recognition off of it than the people who started it right here. And it's because of here. It's not because of them. It's not because of them. It's because of Dallas, bro. It's in Houston. We ready to be fans of. Let me say something. One of my artists is my partner, so I don't offend nobody. Like Black Boy JB, that's my brother. I can say that. A motherfucker it'd be so quick and fast to take a picture and play his music and argue about them to the next person and vouch for this person that's not from their state than they will for somebody from their state. Or if you get into it with another artist that's from out of town, you would be surprised to see other people from your own city and your own state to go ride for them to go against you so somebody in their backyard around them won't be in the position of power, but you not realizing you taking power and you taking glory and you taking shit from your whole state. That's like, you know what I'm saying? That's basically like if the Dallas Cowboys is one of the most legendary best football teams ever. They America's football team. Why? Because they got 6 fucking championships in a time in America that can never be lived again. So how the fuck would it look if every person in Dallas was steady saying, "You fuck them damn championships that Dallas won. They ain't winning that. They really cheated to get them
It's
shit."
a couple of them.
And that's weird.
Yeah, bro.
So I never, all Dallas people that I know are super Dallas Cowboy fans. I never met no Dallas Cowboy fan hater from Dallas.
When you come live here. Yeah,
But that's weird to me. I never understand that.
You know the realest shit I heard you say? He's like, I don't want no nigga around me repping some shit that where he ain't from. If a nigga from Texas, he better have on a Texas cap. I don't want to see a nigga with no motherfucking New Orleans. He said, nigga, you better wear a Rangers jersey or a Cowboys jersey.
I'm serious about that shit, bro. I'm serious about that's what I'm saying about like with Peso and them, like, bro, like this shit like a damn school or something. Like it's a real sauce rule book that we live by. And that's why a motherfucker be so mad when other people try to use my sauce and use my drip and go do it a completely, totally different way, but you still trying to use the essence of what I'm doing and saying it the same way we saying it to make money off of it, but at the same time, you watering down what my shit mean. It's hard to water down trapping because it's selling drugs, bro. Everybody do that. You know what I'm saying? It's a difference. What we made dripping mean and what we converted it from being, you know what I'm saying, that's a one-of-a-kind thing, and it's a hard lifestyle to live. Everybody want to be husbands and boyfriends and wives and strip club champions. That's what most niggas want to be, bro. Most niggas want to fly girl. How you think all these girls is magically appearing in different states and countries that they can't even pronounce, let alone afford the money to go stay 2 weeks in Greece and 2 weeks in Dubai? It's your average football player and dope boy that's sending them on situations like that. That's not the drip to be spending you got other people to be taking care of and do that for, and you just taking care of your wee-wee. That's not dripping, bro. You know what I'm saying? The gay shit, that's not dripping.
So if a nigga jump in the DM and go straight for the trip, he doing too much?
Who?
If a nigga jump in the DM and just go straight for the vacation, that nigga doing too much.
He doing way too much, man. Cause she finna go take that whole experience and the whole shit that you went and gave to her and go get that same situation to somebody else. So that's like, you know what I'm saying? That's crazy. But with my partners and with this out shit, like, hell yeah. Cause I feel like a lot of rappers from before us that had the spotlight and had the position of power. Why y'all don't realize, bro, marketing and branding is everything in the world, bro. Like what, I put to you like this, bro. What item have you ever bought? What brand have you ever, any brand that's in your house, bro, that's being sold on an everyday basis? I don't give a fuck if it's Agos, if it's Legos, or if it's your couch and sofa from your fucking furniture place. Every brand, every company has a theme song. Every brand and company has a logo. Every brand and company has commercials that promotes their theme songs and their logos and their brand. And it all means shit and it all represents something. So with that being said, why the fuck would you be a Houston person or a Dallas person? It's the difference if you're not representing your city. That's the difference. If you just a regular pedestrian, a regular person, you don't got nothing to do with rap music, sports, whatever, who gives a fuck then? But when you are looked at as a statue or a pinnacle or representation or something, yes, bro, you have to wear how the fuck can you be an American soldier and you don't wear American flag? That doesn't make fucking sense. You can't be of the USA Army and you come into this bitch with Brazil and Iraq flags every day. It doesn't go like, oh, well, I like the way they shoot people up. They just drop bombs. That'd be a nigga excuse. Well, shit, I like the Chicago Bulls, bro, Michael Jordan, blah, blah, blah. No, man, you a rapper, bro. You represent something. If a motherfucker see you in a Chicago Bulls jersey and a Chicago Bulls hat, and they a fan of you, but they from Dallas, then that make them want to go get some black and red Jordans and get a black and red Chicago's Bulls jersey and go represent that as a culture. That go with the hairstyle, the way you. Why you think? How do you feel when you hear a motherfucker from Dallas? This country is this, you is this country. The same person that say her and in my house and around their eyes, water, just like how I'm country. We from Houston. I don't say down, we say dine, and you know what I'm saying? And then in the middle of that same country ass conversation, motherfucker say, hey yeah, bro, no cap.
Full episode.
Square business, no cap. How do you do that? Like, how do you go to, how do we go from, you feel me, to that way? No, because it's self-hatred. Motherfuckers don't like themselves. Motherfuckers don't feel like they can't create nothing new or add on to their culture and still, like, prime example, you undersplash me ain't nothing but you understand me. You feel me, you spill me. I'm still talking, I'm still coming down and coming through. I'm just splashing down and dripping through.
There you go.
You feel me? Just like square business, square what? How a nigga, because a nigga follow on the Instagram and he see all the rappers saying, yes sir, or yeah, or whatever, and feel like, well shit, that shit sound loud, that's what's gonna give me some pussy, that's what the hoes gonna like. So the next time I see a bitch, just let me say no cap when she get in the car. Hell yeah, bitch, come fuck with me, I'm gonna put that dick on you, no cap.
There's an emoji for it. So, hey, what
know what I'm saying? That shit red in the motherfucker, bro.
What would you say a person from Arkansas should come down there?
I'm not from Arkansas to know y'all, to really know the embodiment of y'all culture like that, but I know I put it to you like this. If a motherfucker wanna know why a person like Blueface and Sauce Walka is so big and gonna last so long and do the shit we do and be rapping, how you may personally feel as a rapper, a nigga shouldn't be rapping, like I'm screaming or I'm dripping too long, or I'm fucking all that shit I be doing and all that shit, you know what I'm saying, yodeling and shit. But at the end of the day, regardless of how you may feel about it, a person subconsciously, because that's what motherfuckers always forget. People always think of the conscious and not the subconscious, but you don't realize your subconscious is more powerful than your conscious because your subconscious is who you really are. Your conscious is who you start thinking and try to figure it out and then second guessing, asking myself and asking him and asking him. That's not saying that can't be the truth, but that's not your initial truth. Your initial truth is what you do unknowingly, naturally, what your body has the unnatural urge to do, that you do different than the next person. So if everybody is faking it to make it to get some bitches to fuck some hoes or look cool on Instagram for 30 seconds because they feel like no cap or whatever the fuck the terminology for the week is to say. But then on 4-4 day or 4 Deuce day in South Dallas when it's hood day and the big OGs come out there, they still got them tall tees on, they still got them towels around their shoulder, big OG Crip, really just came on from the tantrum and he, Square Business, what's up, cuz? Come here. Yo, you know what I'm talking about? You to get to talking that real live shit. You not finna no cap him. You not finna hit Unc with all that old young ass bullshit cause he gonna fire your ass up. He go, man, get up, man, what you doing right here? Dressing like this, talking like, you naturally come to the hood with a fanny pack with the little purse on it and you saying that way and not just as like, fuck that, New York. Fuck that, that would make 6ix9ine because nigga, he cooler, his Kiki, you know what I'm saying? They got they blicky, like whatever, they got their own culture, their own terminology that gives New York something to believe in and stand on and fight for. So even when he do the gay shit, the weird shit, they looking past that because he's still representing New York and the embodiment of what it is to be from the boroughs or barrows of New York. Same shit with motherfucking me, Blueface. Blueface got his own terminology, his own style that's completely California. That part, Bob, fucking, what's the other shit he say? Yeah, alright. Yeah, alright. You know what I'm saying? Just, you know what I'm saying? On the set. You know what I'm saying? All that different shit. This real California, easy call. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is all California terminology that unknowingly and what was the word I was subconsciously, that's how they talk every day. So that's what's really gonna get you the money. That's what's really gonna make people love you. That's what's really gonna make motherfuckers support you. You might get you a couple of little fake support fans. You might get a little push because I put you like this. Every time, you ever notice like every time whatever the new dance wave is or the new dance crave is, somebody from out of like a different city, not just say for Texas shit getting stole. Shit gets stole from everywhere. People steal shit. When Atlanta made up to hit them folks and shit, it was all type of rappers from everywhere trying to steal like shit. Same difference, just to give Atlanta that credit too. Like, you know what I'm saying? People steal shit from everywhere. But you ever notice how when a motherfucker steal a dance craze that come from a different city and they go try to spend all this money on it and they get this big video and they get this whole big dance crew and they put it on World Star Top Box or 106 Park at the time and they really feel like this shit blow up because this is the hottest thing going on right now. So why don't we make a song following what's the hottest thing that everybody doing it right now, and you spent all this money and time on that shit and it fucking flopped. Everybody hates it because it feels fucking fake. You were from St. Louis trying to make a dab song. In a dab video, like people do that because it's just like the drip. When something becomes so big of a wave, everybody try to catch the wave, but if you're not from somewhere, like prime example, like Louisiana with the stepping shit, everybody being steppers and the whole that shit. You got other people that may try to throw it in there and there, but they can't, it's not gonna work. Nobody, you feel me? It's not authentic, they gonna stand on that. So nobody's buying that, so guess what? That shit gonna stay right in between the whole Baton Rouge and Louisiana culture, and they're gonna continue to get all them millions and millions and millions and millions of views off of that culture because it's a billion people that grew up listening to Webby, Boosie, and Fox, and I get jiggy, and I'm retarded, and I'm 5150, and I want to hear about some stepping, and I want to hear about some real Louisiana swamp ass shit. Not saying that I might not from time to time go listen to rappers from California, New York, and hear some lyrics or whatever, but I want to go to Puff Daddy and Biggie Smalls for that. I don't want to go to Lil Wayne for that. I want to go, when I listen to an artist from where I'm from, I want to be proud to be where I'm from and feel like I'm at home and hear the same shit I hear every day when I walk outside, just from an entertainment and a rapper perspective and of empowerment and joy or whatever the fuck you get out of music, nigga. Meditation, whatever, nigga. Music is the motherfucking, music is the bridge to the spirit, bro. What, like I said about shit that gets sold, it ain't nothing on this world that got sold. If you go look up these little bullshit ass light stands y'all got right now, if you go look these hoes up on YouTube or Google or Amazon right now, there's a commercial or an ad for these motherfuckers in a white room spinning around real slow with some smooth music playing and a lady telling you about how this is the state of the art stand in light. Nobody's gonna believe what you're trying to offer them or sell them without no music to touch their heart and soul. Basketball don't get played without music, football, soccer, whoop, church. Religion, name a religion that is loved and praised without music. Name it. You can't. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta understand music plays, no matter how you may wanna downplay music or not wanna look at it for the truth that really comes behind music, a lot of things that you believe in this world, you wouldn't believe in them if music wasn't a part of it. Trust me, because you wanna accept the teachings, or you wanna accept the message the same way, because nothing touched your spirit the way the music opened up your spirit. Before people go fight and have wars, they go say, oh no, or whatever, Maryland, whatever the fuck it is. You gonna sing a tune before you go out here and risk your life. Before you really believe something and stand on something, the music is what creates the movement. So please understand the importance of who you are and what you represent when you are a musician that gets accepted from a place in a state like Texas. And you are a representative and a face in the forefront of that. That's a big, huge ass responsibility, bro.
Amen.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta to think that it's not gonna come with a certain level of rules or regulation. Not saying that you can't bend it or change it or add to it, but you must keep. I put it like this. What is the main thing about Nipsey Hussle's situation right now? The marathon continues. The marathon must go on. So the Texas culture must go on.
Fact. Real life street stars, man. I don't know. Hey, shit.
Hey, man, Sauce Walker in the motherfucking build up. Peso Peso on this bitch, man. Before we get out of here, tell them the album that you got coming out, man.
Hard ass say ever, man. I know what the fuck going down, man. Hard ass say ever.
Shit. I ain't got no albums coming out right now besides all my artist albums coming out. I just want everybody to know TSF is the business. And I'm the richest nigga in Houston without a record deal. I'm the richest nigga in Texas without a record deal. And TSF is the richest label in Texas without no record deals. Real millions, no record deal.
Really, man.
All independent, no nothing. And the shit that we finna do this year
Major.
is really gonna break your big toe.
Oh. Sauce Walker, man. Peso, man. We appreciate y'all coming down, man. Y'all are some real life street stars.
Real life street stars.
Hey! Yeah.
Shout out Real Life Street Stars, nigga. Move. Hey.